Good morning. We are in Pine Bottom Trailhead at Pine Mountain State Park. Pine Mountain Loop Trail, Longleaf Loop. Sorry, I'm not confused here for a minute. So we're gonna do Longleaf Loop here at FDR State Park, which I wanted to say from the beginning. Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode. We're just gonna here on the 4th of July Eve. We're gonna drive a little bit, not drive, but walk a little bit around this park, state park. We're a couple of miles today because I'm already coming here for, just see the place and stretch my legs a little bit. Already almost the time for lunch. We're gonna walk for an hour or so. Not walk, but yeah, not drive, but walk. And we're gonna just try to have a little bit of R&R, and then after that we're gonna have some lunch maybe. We're just gonna walk until we see some clear, we can see the distance. So, last time we were here, we just stopped around to look where to park, and that was around almost a month ago. And after that, we've been kind of busy, life happens, so now we're back, and we're gonna have enjoy a little bit of that we promised ourselves to do. Again, not expecting to make any breakthroughs or complete this whole trail. Is 6.9 miles long, so we're just gonna walk probably a couple miles and then come back. Again, it's just too late, and it may get very hot later in the day. Even though we're up here in the mountains, it's gonna start feeling the heat. It's very sweltering heat dome going on around all the eastern seaboard of the United States, including Georgia. So you want to make sure that we take care of our own health and take care of that into consideration. So again, today, as I mentioned before, FD Roosevelt State Park at Longleaf Loop Trail, and this is again just a small section. And don't expect me to do the whole 6.9 miles today. Sorry to sound repetitive, but just to make things clear here. I want to see how cool this place is. Just make my own review, if you will, if this place is recommended or not. But so far so good. Again, the only issue I had is I could have come in earlier, but again, life happens, and it's a long weekend, so I needed to rest. So I just back a little bit, going out and about. Just start slowly again, make sure that I don't overexert myself. Yeah, otherwise we're just gonna have a good time here today. That's a promise. So at minimum, if I can keep going through this specific part of the trail, I want to see how far we are from the clearance, because down in the distance is where on top of the mountain there's some clearances we can drive around and see, but I don't know if there's any clearances here in this trail to see down this hill over here. There's a lot of trees. I don't know what specific type of trees these are, but I see them. They're very common here. They have very like thin trunk. So I don't know if they're juveniles or they just grow that small. Otherwise, it looks to me like a small meadow. Again, I love how nice this is. It's barely any like sunlight pushing through. So that's a plus. The heat is sweltering today. You're gonna keep sweltering. But I can feel like it's a nice cool temperatures over here. Put that on quotes because probably it's in the 80s, but it's not all three digits, so God forbid it's 90s, so we're still good. Let's see what that sign over there says. That's a good thing also about this trail. There are lots of signs all the way through, so you don't get lost quickly. Okay, we have a campsite. It's half a mile, 1.7 miles over there. The big poplar loop. Yeah, there's another big old loop on that side. There's more loops here. I think we can continue down that route, or we can turn around. I think this is a good spot to turn around and see the other side. I see probably walk another half a mile over there, then back into the road, and then again and see what is over there. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Again, just kind of putting my toes in the water for this one. I'm not trying to again overexert myself because it's just way too late for me to. Late in the day, gonna get hot today. This is the eve of the 4th of July, so at this time of the year, today, the 2026, this year, we're experiencing a heat dome all the weekend of the 4th of July, throughout early in the week and now during the weekend. So I always stay cool and not overexert myself. Sorry for sounding so repetitive, but it is what it is. All right, catch you later on the other side because you already saw this coming in. So, all right, talk to you later. Bye. All right, breaking news. I got my app. I have my All Trails app on because we didn't have any signal at when we parked. But now I can see there's a trail. There's some scenic spots. So we were on the right path. So I'm gonna follow the All Trails path now. So we're not gonna go back again to the parking lot because there's nothing to see over there. I will see what we can see down here. So again, we're gonna stay parallel to the road at all times at that point. But at least a minimal. I just want to see one of those scenic spots. So we're gonna keep going through this original trail. This has not been just a couple minutes since we got down here. So yeah, we're gonna go down there, see if we can see the specific scenic post, and then go back to the car. Because again, it's pretty long trail, lots of ups and downs, so I'm not gonna try to force myself too much. And yeah, we go from there. All right, catch you later. We need to check where we're going now. A word of caution here. There's a lot of spider webs. Well, not as bad as the last time I was in Florida, but I see some spider activity. Slight amount of bugs, but not too bad at some points. But yeah, you better be careful. I'll walk in front of a big old web in front of you. Yeah, but it's not as bad as the time I was in Florida, I was terrible. It's around July, so I guess that's where they are more active, because there's more bugs out there to eat. So anyway, just checking my old trails. The next scenic route, probably 2 miles from here. I think we're already completed like another mile. So yikes, yeah. So we'll need to figure out how much I feel at some point. So I had to make a rational decision. But at the end of the day, it's just the scenic route. We already saw it. I also want to see it from a different perspective. This is a statement that I made it, but and also the ups and downs here are not that bad. Very moderate hike so far. And I think I also doing a different route. This is the Pine Mountain Trail, but still within the original trail I wanted to do. So yeah, potato, I need to probably gonna push through. Let's push through. I'll let you know how it turns out. Talk to you when we get there. So we are downhill from here. So I don't know if we can continue. It's just already, we're still 2 miles away. And it starts getting hot and I start sweating and just wearing long pants. Kind of sweating now, and yeah, it doesn't feel comfortable. It feels a little bit more humid for my taste, so I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna turn around, and yeah, it's gonna be over an hour hike after I'm done, so I kind of push it a little bit. Again, I was trying to make sure I'm not pushing. I don't want to push myself today because you know, it's gonna be hot. It's not gonna be nice, so I'm gonna turn around here. As much as I regret it, you know, when I got into the car, probably gonna stop at one of those viewpoints and show you what I want to see. But it is what it is, guys. Sorry about that. I just pushed myself. I don't want to push myself too much today. Again, it's just the weather is not gonna help. So just to be a realist with you. Anyway, sorry for that. So I'm gonna call this short. I'm gonna turn around and take some AC and drink some water, and after that get some lunch. And before that, if I see the viewpoint again, I'm gonna go and take some video. You already saw in the previous video, but it is what it is, guys. Sorry about that. Again, happy 4th of July. You are from America, United States. The rest of Americans, have a happy weekend, a good weekend. Whenever you're watching this, have a good day, night, evening. Thank you so much for watching. Safe travels. Love you all. See you later. Bye. Take a look at that unit. That thing is huge. I wonder what the species name is of spider. That's a really nice, sleek, black color on that spider. Never seen that before. Impressive. Most impressive.